But for now, chat, YouTube, it's deck tech time. This time for a little bit of John Hollow Goyf. Not the Goyf that you typically expect from the Hollow 1 deck. A lot of them will play Nether Goyf here. But we're trying out Cosmogoyf because you can typically one-shot somebody with Detective's Phoenix on a Cosmogoyf. Because Detective's Phoenix says collect evidence 6, you can actually delve your entire graveyard to put it onto the Cosmogoyf. If you delve it, you're probably going to be exiling at least 10 cards most of the time, so you're gonna have like a 12 power flyer. We got 4 copies of Burning Quarry, so you can turbo hollow one out, also discard the Detective Phoenix more reliably. You got 4 copies of Faithless Looting, same purpose. Just make the hollow one cost 1 mana, and then 0 if you have a Street Wraith as well. Then you can more easily bin the Detective Phoenix. 4 copies of Flameblade, 4 copies of Marauding Mako, very powerful with the 4 Burning Inquiries and the 4 Goblin Lores. Couple copies of Lightning Bolt for removal, 3 copies of Rumble to help you bin your Phoenix as well. The 4 Cosmogoyf, new card, we got to try it out, got to maximize it to its fullest potential. 1 copy of Murderous Cut, which is delve 4, it grows our Goyf by 4, and also is just an additional removal spell. Then our hollow ones that are Street Wraiths. Mana base wise, got 1 copy of Arena of Glory. This deck used to play like 3-4 Arena of Glory, but we went down just the 1 copy because it doesn't really help us cast our Goyf at all. So just 1 Arena of Glory, 3 Blood Crypt, 3 Stomping Ground, 1 Raucous Theater, 1 Mountain, 1 Swamp for the rest of the lands. And then everything else is just fetches. Got the Bloodstained Mires, the Arid Mesas, and the Wooded Foothills. Nothing too special there either. Sideboard wise, couple copies of Surgical for Graveyard Hate and for the combo decks. A couple Magebane Lizards for Storm. Some Molten Rains and Charmaws for the Eldrazi matchup. Rough Tumble for Energy, and then Meltdown for all the Moxable decks. Mana base wise, here's this black-green creature in our mostly red mana base. I don't know if I'm supposed to be playing a basic mountain, but we'll figure that out when we try it, I guess. Let's give it a shot. Talk to me, Velk. I was late. I was late. Guilty. Alright, we'll cast the Mako on 1 Sego. I could do a donor deck today. Goddess Soul's Pride. Another Pride. Well, we're in danger. Opponent does have quite the username. Well, that's a bummer. We've also been another Ocelot Pride for him. I think we put this on the Mako and then just say go. You make me so mad. Hopefully they don't have more Ocelot Prides or creatures in general, because I'm not sure how I beat that. Glad you had fun, Zorbin. The deck's a lot of fun, but you kind of have to dodge the energy matchup. It seems like the energy matchup is the worst for it, which isn't a great place to be. But if you are interested in continuing playing the deck, I do have a sideboard guide over on my flex slot, if you're so inclined. But obviously, you know. Alright, I'm taking 3. So we can Hasty Flameblade and then Goblin Lore. Haven't updated it quite yet. The plan is to update it this weekend. Okay, we have a 10 power Flameblade Adept. Or a 10 power Marauding Mako, rather. Is that even good? I don't think so. Can I even afford to swing in for 10? I also don't think so. I'm just gonna die to Ocelot Pride. This is so sad. Oh, Flage is coming back. Squished by the fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I think we bring in the Rough Tumbles and the Surgicals, and we board out Flameblade Adept, because we're not really going to be able to aggro them down very hard. If we're going to cut one more card, let's cut one Goblin Lore, I think. Guide Pride the Unbeatable. Sure. Pretty much the only appeal of this hand is it having Rough Tumble. I do need to find another land drop here, so we're going to try to surveil for a second land. Then we can Rumble, Rough, and Tumble. It's Arena of Glory. I'm actually going to get super greedy and graveyard that. I really need a green land for my hand to function. Alright, our greed was rewarded. Burning Inquiry, Surgical Extraction, land. Grab the Wooded Foothills. Hopefully they go Pride again. That'd be pretty sweet for us. Or Johnny. I don't mind them just playing an Johnny out here. Plays La Bomba. True Goblin Lore. You know, the one thing I asked him not to do. I've been to Cosmogoyf, and I also been my Pyroclasm. Hmm. Your hand didn't really change. Can't find a Cosmogoyf to save our life, it appears. We did bin one. But man, we're having a really hard time finding another one. That might kill me. Sadly. My Eldrazi spawn. Two damage to the hollow one. They must have a discharge in their hand. I see. Alright, so they're gonna fly this guy to souls. I gotta bolt the Ajani probably. If I draw a Goyf, can I kill them? Yes. Goyf. Depression. Well, let's start here. This is so sad. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get this flung at me. Go to 7. I can just pass. How hard is it to find one Goyf chat? I swear. I'm dead to Flage. Yeah, I mean, I guess I do that. Yeah, I'm gonna find out I'm dead to Goblin. I'm pretty much dead to Goblin Bombardment already. 1, 2. Celestial Purge, yep. Finding this Goyf is mission impossible, evidently. Been through half our deck, we found one. Man, thank you. I'm dead. Just wanted to live the Goyf dream once. Oh, this hand has Goyf. It's gotta be good. Now we're never gonna find the Phoenix, right? At least the mana base felt okay. Claim to fame? Eh. Probably not. Well, let's run bees. Not a very good run bees. Ketra Frog Control. Yeah, it works. Auriok Champion, huh? I think we fetch Mountain. Play this, play Goyf, and attack. Play my embarrassing 0-1. The next turn we're gonna Burning Inquiry and hopefully go off. Hopefully find a Phoenix. That's a lot of Auriok Champion. I don't appreciate that this Auriok Champion has protection from my entire table right now. My entire board. Looting. Now let's start with looting. None of these are super helpful. Spin the Goyf. Bin. I guess Flameblade. 0-1 Goyf. Holding down the fort. Do we bin a Phoenix? Nope. Alright, maybe we surveil Phoenix into the graveyard. Why are we here? Just to suffer? Just to eternally have an 0-1? I think we send him with both, even though they can kill one of them with a double block. I mean, thank you for the tier 1 of the 5 months as well. You're just mocking me now. Actually just mocking me. One card away from living the dream. Hopefully they don't kill me or gain infinite life. Back up to 13. Hopefully this bestowed Phoenix goes hard. Assuming they don't kill me. Or for that matter, play a Ballista. You wouldn't shoot my 0-1 Goyf now, would you? Oh, they didn't shoot my 0-1 Goyf. I need a timeout? Okay. Alright, my opponent didn't shoot the Goyf and died. Woo! I don't even think I bored anything. Yeah, they weren't aware. They probably thought they could respond with by doing 1 damage to it, but yeah, paying cost does not go on the stack. The epitome. You all made fun of this Goyf. Now look at you. Would you make fun of a 2-mana 16/17 flyer? I don't think so. Okay. I think this hand's decent. Decent enough. Was the Goyf the good card or the Phoenix? I mean, Phoenix on anything else wasn't going to do that, right? Look, I'm not defending it that hard. I'm going to stand Goyf a little bit. Just because nobody else will. The Taupes. Always Auriok champion. Cycle Street Wraith. Another Goblin Lore. Discard Phoenix and one of the lures. Cycle Street Wraith. Drew a Mako. Grab Blood Crypt. Play Hollow One. Then we're going to Phoenix up this Hollow One and attack him for 11. Try not to die. From a Game Boy game. This goes kind of hard for a Game Boy game. Alright, let's Rumble, and then we're going to Goblin Lore post-Rumble. Take Hollow One to our hand. Trigger that. Grab a mountain. Do a Goblin Lore. I've been to everything I've ever loved, and I found a Phoenix. Pretty sure I get them in both. If they double block, killing the Arbor seems fine. It cuts them off with 2 mana next turn. Boseiju. The plot thickens. Let's get Stomping Ground. Want to buy 1 copy of Goyf. $1 million. SNES, not Game Boy. I think that makes more sense. So I can't looting plus Goyf. Sadly. Bolt. Alright, we're just gonna leave up Lightning Bolt. I'm not sure it's gonna do much. But if I can, like, Lightning Bolt Walking Ballista, it might do something. Alright, that's Infinite Life. We'll scoop the Infinite Life. Our A plus B deck is having a hard time assembling A plus B. I think Traverse is a little awkward. You could maybe play Traverse, but it is a green spell. I think if it were a red spell, it'd be a lot better. But our A plus B deck is having a really hard time assembling A plus B. I also don't think the Pollen's a very good card on its own. I was trying to play cards that were, like, individually powerful on their own. Because even if you have a giant Goyf, I'm not sure it's super powerful if this Goyf doesn't have flying. Yeah, probably better than Traverse. But the problem I have with cards like that in Traverse is that they just don't do much. In the looting. Should we lower it up? Let's lower it up. I discarded all my Goyfs. Every single Goyf gone. Sanctifier. Opponent's such a hater. Why do you have to hate with your Sanctifier and Vec? I thought we were friends, opponent. What happened? Unironically, if I left up Double Bolt, they wouldn't have been able to gain infinite life with Spike Feeder, I don't think. Enduring Innocence. Let's cast a Rumble. Bunch of stuff I can't use. Discarded the hollow one. Also discarded our Phoenix. Yeah, we're trying to enable Goyf and find Goyf faster. Sanctifier is such a beat. Yeah, Transistor is a great soundtrack. Honestly, any Supergiant Games game just knocked it out of the park. Yeah, Bastion, Hades, well, Hades too. Transistor. Now my Flameblade. Fire. Trying to detect this Phoenix. Probably take that, put it on the hollow one so it can fly. Can I do 2 damage to them? I gotta find a lightning bolt. I have a lot of lightning bolts left in the deck. Let's try to find a bolt here. Okay, we did find a bolt, but now I'm 1 red short. Need a bolt plus red source, sadly. I don't know if there's any merit to keeping Goblin Lore in my hand, but I guess we do. Alright, we can put him to 2. Hope we don't die. I think that's about as good as we can do. Rumble looking surprisingly relevant against Sanctifier. Auriok Champion. Maybe a Boseiju. Timeline Color plus Vengevine. Not a bad idea. But I think Timeline Color is like a reasonably powerful card. Boseiju. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Its controller investigates. Investigate this lightning bolt. Nice. Except in the case of Vengevine. Tomato. It's way better late game with sack outlets. That's not true. Because you can't cast it from the graveyard and then, well, I guess you can. It's just going to cost you 2 life every single time. I don't know if that's like necessarily an upgrade though. What do I want to do? How large can I make this shark? Start with the Burning Inquiry. It's going to flip Tamio. It's going to grow the shark as well. Four. So they can discard 4 cards from their hand, grow this up to a 5/6. Very sad I discarded this hollow one. I guess that's the play. Attack this into Tamio, see what they do. They want to discard their entire hand of Frog. Bolt it, and then they have nothing but Tamio, and then we can haste something next turn to kill the Tamio. Might just let the Tamio die here. Hollow one like it's 2022. Tamio's dead. Imagine they already kill this Mako. Probably have to have Fatal Push in hand post Inquiry. What if I was supposed to block and make them discard? Probably not correct. I'm getting Harbingered. Oh, second Frog. Second Frog, Cecil. You have so many options here. I think the one I like the most is doing this, fetching, and then playing Faithless Looting. I think we have to save the 1/2 Wombo. Okie dokie. Let's see if they want to jump with the Frog. If they don't want to jump with the Frog, they're going to gain 2 cards next turn. So they're going to have 6 cards in hand. Which means they're probably going to find removal. Don't you disappoint me, Goyf. Putting all my chips on you, buddy. I wonder if they're going to fly both of these. Because the logistics of me blocking one and making them discard a bunch of cards might actually be pretty good for me. I'm attacking with 1. Can make him discard 3 cards. I think I'm down to block. Oh, sorry, 2 cards, not 3 cards. Another Cecil. I don't even think the Cosmogoyf's that good here. Now, if I Faithless Looting and I grow this and I put the Phoenix on this, 5. Attack with both. They have to go block here. They can't block here, otherwise they die. Alright, Cosmogoyf. Sorry, buddy. You're not as good as Flameblade here. I guess I could still keep him in hand. Let's still keep him in hand. Probably still an okay card to hold. So they block Mako with Cecil. Shelly's Edict. Alright, let's put him to 2. I don't know if this is correct. But now Cecil can't attack or block at least. They can't hit me with both frogs, which is a little bit of an issue. This is a removal spell for Cecil. They could also leave these both back to try to double block. Pretty interesting spot. Probably depends on what they draw off the top. Discards Thoughtseize. Makes sense to me. In 2 draws, did they find Fatal Push? I'd be pretty surprised if they didn't find Fatal Push by this point. Draws a card. Plays a land. Passes. Alright, Goyf, buddy. It's your time to shine, my friend. Leave the Faithless Looting at the graveyard. Alright, blue-black frog. With Cecil and Tamio. No changes, submit. We don't have a lot of good removal for frog, so I think we have to raise frog most of the time. I wish I was playing Riftbound right now. The game looks sweet. It's a rough start for this deck, but it's all coming together now. But it's been really, really difficult to assemble Goyf plus Phoenix. Like, unnecessarily difficult. It's gotta be a better way, right? Eh. I'll give this a mulligan. It's a little bit better. Put back Mountain. Turn 1 Mako, turn 2 Flameblade. Goblin Lore. Okie dokie. No attack, Cecil. I'll play this, and I think I'm gonna Surveil. I wonder if they counter this. Looks like no. I think Cecil's bad in tempo-y control decks, but pretty good in aggro decks. I don't think it's a very good card with Counterspell, but I think it's a pretty good card with a bunch of other cheap threats and Stubborn Denial. One of these do I want to sack? I'm thinking it's probably the Mako. Mako kind of gets brick-walled by Cecil for the time being. Maybe they found Fatal Push? Do I want a Goblin Lore? Let's Goblin Lore. Got a 1/2 Goyf. I think the Mountain's going regardless. Yeah, let's discard the Goyf. I don't even know if I was supposed to cast Faithless Looting there. Because now they're going to flip Cecil when they attack with Cecil here. Oh, that's pretty good. think we cast this Murderous Cut on their turn. One, two, three, four. Murder thy neighbor. Or something like that. Yo, Dobwick, holy schmoly, thank you for the massive raid. That's a lot of folks. Force negation again. Okay. We're playing some Jund Cosmogoyf with Phoenix, trying to live the dream. To little avail so far. But I can dream, right? You are a 4/5. You are a 4/5. You're not that bad here. No, my 4/5. Been another Goyf too. Don't cry because he's gone. Smile because he was here. I love you, Goyf. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn, I'm burning it, Corey. Them into Frog Murktide him. Alright, let's go honorably. I really wish I put more spot removal in my sideboard. Like some fatal pushes or something. Yeah, we had a lot of options that game. I think I probably took some incorrect lines. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's kind of tough to sequence with this list. Also not sure we want to be playing Flameblade Adept at all. Card's been kind of lackluster. Yeah, I think putting him to 12 was also pretty loose. Now, speaking of Flameblade Adept. Got a Phoenix. Oops. Yeah, that makes sense. We kept the Phoenix in hand, and we discarded a bunch of mess stuff. They discarded Preordained Tameo, Sink to Stupor. Frog. Alright, take the Goyf for sure. Kind of unfortunate that we have to show him the Goyf. But such is life. Can we one-shot him? Chip in both the exiles. Probably made it a little bit better, huh? I don't think I can one-shot them. Not from 20 quite yet. I could put 14 cards in my graveyard, and then exile 14 and attack him for 16. Now if it was both exiles and they fly this frog, would have been cooking. Tameo Cecil. Damn you, Tameo. Tameo, you're ruining everything. I think I'm just gonna exile 2 here. Put it on the Goyf, and then I'm going to put the other Phoenix on the Mako. And exile entire graveyard. Do I die on the crackback? 4 cards. 5, 6, 7. I don't think I'm gonna die on the crackback. Famous last words. I didn't hyper. I think at most I'm gonna take 7 damage. 5 from the frog, and then... Or no, I guess at most I take 8 damage if they keep the Tameo around and then crack the clue. Alright, don't kill me, I'll die. Is it good? Is a 14/15 flying haste creature good for 3 mana? Remains to be seen. Attacks me with both. Well, that's concerning. Alright, opponent. I need you to just have nothing. I'm not asking for a lot. Just don't have Fatal Push. We have a lot of 3/2 decks. Right, another frog. I guess we start with the looting. Another Goyf. I think if I send him with just Cosmogoyf, I think I'd die on the crackback. If I send him with both, it forces the block, but then I still die on the crackback. Maybe I just can't attack here. So if I attack with the Goyf, I die to a Fatal Push. Flashback the looting, and then attack with just the Goyf. If I do that, force the chump. I can attack with both. I block, even if they have removal. Might be a good play. Yeah, I think I like that. Ooh. Alright, let's sandbag this hollow one. And then cast it main phase too. How does Madness work? You can exile the card and keep it exiled? Yeah. You don't have to cast it from exile, I don't believe. No. Frick, man. That sucks. Yeah, I don't think there's much I could have done about that, though. I guess I could have not attacked at all. Man. Turn 1 Inquiry in a Dream. Oh, it's Zoom. The Ragster. Oh boy. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to try to raise. It's a swamp. 3-turn clock, Prage. I don't think it's gonna be good enough. I'm a shark. Plays a Kaboom. 2/2 Kaboom. 4/4 Kaboom. I think I'm good on a Mako. I'll bless a 3/4. Maybe I should have exiled my entire graveyard. This thing would have been a 5/6, I think. If I'd exiled my entire graveyard with this Phoenix. It's just a hard thing to justify. I guess I can always exile lands, but I can't really afford to exile some of the other spells, because then if I draw another Phoenix, I can't equip it to anything. So I could have gotten rid of at least one land out of my graveyard and made this a 4/5, which would have been pretty relevant against the 4/4 Kabu. Alright, they lost somehow. I feel like our sideboard's really bad, too. I haven't boarded this in a single card yet. No, that's not true. Against energy, I boarded in Surgical Extraction and Rough Tumble. But aside from against energy, I haven't boarded in a single card. Our sideboard is for very specific matchups, and we haven't really been running into those matchups. Well, we did trophy with Halia and Cosmogoyf Zenith and Energy, but I don't think that was because of those two cards. I just think Ocelot, Pride, Guide Souls is kind of busted. You could pretty much play anything with it, right? Those cards were fine, don't get me wrong, but I think if they were Seasoned Pyromancer, we probably would have trophied anyways. These hands okay. Lies. True. All the lies. Alright, well, I'll have his iced coffee. Bonnie, thank you for the 34 months. Hello. I'm so sorry that you got addicted to League of Legends. I hope you get better soon. Main phase, fetch Triumph. I don't really want that. Rumbies. Flameblade, Mako, Phoenix, Land. I think another Mako. I can go Mako, Goblin Lore. Start growing the dorks. My spawn. My plans. Mako. Mako. I'll just pass. If they go to bolt one of the Makos at end step here, we're going to Murderous Cut the Scion. Kind of scary. Find Goyf? No. Find Goyf? Alright, found Goyf. But at what cost? Oh, it's a lot of Goyfs. So I gotta leave a lot of CMC in the graveyard, I think. Just exile this and lands. So I do have a Kaboom. Yeah, we're going for the Goyf one-shot next turn. Which hopefully goes well. Kabu number 2. And a Scion. Goyf. Not a one-shot, but like, eat your heart out, Kabu. A pair of 9/10s. Thank you for 18. Okay. Prediction time, chat. Alright, it's a keeper. I think we just shock. I do hate Riddler. And Counterspell right now. We're gonna try him. Cycle Street Wraith. Another Flameblade. The one thing I have in common with the Batman. You're not wrong. You know, Batman was spitting when he said, man, fuck that Riddler. Theater, Surveil, Hollow One. We'll leave that on top. Did you hear about the DT double incident earlier today? Lost to Slivers, the mono black vampires with Vampire Nighthawk. Oh no. Was it with Lantern? Because it makes a lot of sense if it was with Lantern. No. Alright, well, whatever he was playing, he needs to reconsider playing that. Mill? Yeah. You gotta delete Mill. Fellow. Oh! Once again, we have no sideboard cards. Orcish Bowmasters into my Burning Inquiry deck. It was an experimental mill deck. It sounds like it was a failed experiment that should probably never see the light of day. Yeah, the one Bowmaster player left in existence. Could be possible our sideboard's bad. Our sideboard wants to kill very specific things. We got combo hate. We have energy hate. We have Eldrazi hate. And we have Mox Opal hate. And we haven't played against any of those decks except for energy. Yeah, I mean, we're never beating Bowmaster. It is what it is. Our deck was not designed to beat Bowmaster. I think the only way we beat Bowmaster is playing Bowmasters of our own. Play Gutshot. Rough Tumble over Pyroclasm because it collects evidence for Phoenix by itself. Can't wait to scoop to another Bowmaster. Hey, not Bowmaster. Let's go. Returns Flicker Wisp. Do I discard a hollow one? Nah, let's discard Goyf. I'm not gonna cast the hollow one though, sadly. I guess if I discarded hollow one, I could have just put it on a Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, probably gonna get discarded anyways. Rather the skies down. Fuck. My stuff. Alright, so we need a Goblin Lore, Hollow One, Phoenix. That's not even gonna be good enough because they're gonna play a Flicker Wisp and have a flying blocker anyways. Returns Felia. Guess I Goblin Lore. I don't think I have any outs. My hand didn't change. I don't think I have outs. So even if I do this, so bad. I think I have to pass. If I attack here, they just block, and then if they block, they attack with the Overlord, get the Flicker Wisp back. And that's all bad for me. This is at least making them answer the Hollow One before they can attack with the Overlord. Which I mean, they could very easily if they just have another Flicker Wisp for Witch Enchanter. Bowmaster. Return Solitude. Tragic. Now I can Solitude this, attack with this, not this. I add another Flicker Wisp anyways. I have an Ephemerate in hand. Okie dokie. I need them to attack with Flicker Wisp. If they don't attack with Flicker Wisp, I can never win this game. You son of a... Oh, they went to 2? Lightning Bolt! Top deck Lightning Bolt! Top deck Lightning Bolt! I don't care if they Bowmasters me. I gotta win this game this turn. Depression. Ghost Dad, thank you for the tier 27 months. Appreciate it. Alright, what was our takeaway from Jund Goyf? This card, Flameblade Adept, was awful. Rumble was pretty bad. Everything else, it was fine. Those 2 cards were particularly pretty bad in my opinion. Also, I think this entire sideboard is probably flawed because I didn't run into any matchup except for energy where I actually brought cards in. So the only cards I sideboarded in the entire league were these 5 against energy. Cosmogoyf was fine when we got to pull it off, but even when we pulled it off, we still lost to Psychic Frog, which is a big issue. If we're still losing to Psychic Frog with a 16-17 flyer, what are we doing?
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.